News Miami.
Bring on the drama. That's nightly news for this Friday. Thanks for watching. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night, everyone.
Chuck, I've seen you dance, and I've seen Coach Larinaga dance. Dancing with the Stars. Neither one of us should be dancing. 10.
You're throwing the dog a quinceañera?
Pizza is a big step up for a dog that was found in a porta potty.
Oh my God, it's happening, Judo. We're finally becoming women.
New Lopez versus Lopez tonight.
Keeping your family close together in your home these days are important. Let us remodel your kitchen and bath. Kitchen Bath Mart specializes in complete remodels for the past 35 years. From design to install, we'll take good care of you. Stop in or call us today at Kitchen Bath Mart. We're your #1 choice in kitchen and bath remodeling. Highway 70 East and Arborvitae.
Get the nutritional support your family needs. Call the Family Food Helpline. Live on NBC 12, this is News Watch 12 at 6.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. Looking outside right now doesn't seem too bad, at least in Rhinelander, but severe weather across Iowa and southern Wisconsin is headed our way.
And when it does, it will likely make a lot of snow. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us now with a first look at our forecast. Conrad?
Yes, guys, get ready. This is a massive low-pressure system, and it has a lot of moisture with that. Look how lit up it looks. Looks like Christmas with all these yellow and red colors. These indicate severe thunderstorm warnings and even some tornado warnings right about here in Iowa, right into the border of southern Wisconsin and right into northern Illinois. There is actually a severe thunderstorm warning in Adams County. So can you believe that? Severe thunderstorms in Adams County. This little cell right about here going north and east. And as it does, it's going to really die down quickly from that severe criteria. And then as it taps into some colder air, it will become snow. So we do have winter storm warnings. This path right about here is going to get the heaviest snow. Blizzard warnings to the west, where there is some more open fields and better chances for all that wind blowing the snow around, creating really, really low visibilities. So big storm coming in. We are in the red for snow and wind. We are going to get lots of snow, heavy snowfall, over a foot of snow in some spots, 50+ mile-an-hour winds in some spots. There is some ice on the ground right now, and there will be some more power outages, especially by tomorrow morning. We're going to add a little bit more freezing rain, and then the winds start to really pick up in intensity overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So these high temperatures around 33, 34 degrees, that is in the past. Now temperatures are going to cool down below freezing, so everything will start to freeze up on top of what we had earlier today, and it will really go south, especially with those power outages. And same story with the snow on top of that. Our average should be around 45 degrees with an average low around 23 degrees, around 12.5 hours of sunlight as well. Barely seems like we had any sunlight today with all those clouds, freezing rain, and some snow in the area. Temperatures right now, 33, same story up north in Eagle River, Land O'Lakes, even into Antigo. But these temperatures will very quickly start to cool down, close to freezing and well below freezing, hovering close to 23 degrees overnight. Dan?
A Wisconsin teen who shot 8 people at a Milwaukee area mall was sentenced to prison. Thursday, 18-year-old Xavier Sevilla was sentenced to 15 years in prison for the 2020 shooting at Mayfair Mall in Wauwatosa. Sevilla was given credit for 3 years' time served and will have 5 years of extended supervision. Back in January, he pled guilty to 5 counts of first-degree reckless injury with a dangerous weapon. Sevilla was just 15 years old during the shooting and injured 8 people. He will be released from prison when he is 30 years old.
Trees for Tomorrow is an Eagle River nonprofit that regularly hosts area school districts for a day of outdoor education. But some kids who don't go to these schools haven't had the same opportunities until now. Trees for Tomorrow created a homeschool day camp so kids and their parents can come learn from professional outdoor educators. The program had 15 families taking part in classes that teaches kids tree identification, how to make paper, and how to use math to estimate the height of a tree. Beth Heft is an environmental educator who helped organize the day camp and was happy with the turnout.
We are going to be repeating these programs. We're going to have another one in August with a water theme and wetlands theme, and then we're going to be doing another program again in December that'll have a snow focus and a winter focus.
The additional camps will be open to any Northwoods family who homeschool their children. It gives homeschooled kids a chance to socialize with other children.
If you're looking for other things and you're not a homeschooler, keep in mind that we have nature photography, introduction to nature photography coming up in May, and we have our composting program open to signups right now, and that's in April.
The additional programs are open to everyone in the community, and more information can be found on the Trees for Tomorrow website.
We're 60 days away from the U.S. Senior Open at Century World. The event is expected to draw thousands of fans to Stevens Point. But long before the fans arrive, preparations are underway for those covering the event. NBC's Golf Channel will be broadcasting the event on national television. Analyst Mark Rolfing recently visited the course to scout it out.
It's almost better for me to first look at it when there's snow on the ground, because I can't see pin placements. There aren't any. I can't see where the tees are.
He visited this week in partnership with Century. After meeting with the course's general manager, he was able to walk the grounds and observe the course.
The course itself is going to play tough, I think. I think it's going to be a really good test. Driving length is not going to be as important as driving accuracy.
The broadcaster observed bunkers, dog legs, and other features on the landscape. He says that with drones and other technology, the site will look spectacular on TV. The tournament will start on June 29th. While it's calm outside right now in Rhinelander, it won't stay that way for much longer.
Coming up after the break, we'll hear tips from an emergency responder on staying safe tonight. That's After Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Wisconsin seniors depend on Social Security, but extremist Dan Kelly doesn't care about them. Kelly wrote that Social Security was similar to slavery. And Kelly insulted seniors by writing that those on Social Security are, quote, people who have chosen to retire without sufficient assets to support themselves. Do you want a radical like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
Carpet City. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation or save $300, $600, or even $1,000 on all hard surface flooring. That's right, free carpet installation or extra savings up to $1,000 on hard surface flooring. If you need flooring, now is the time to buy. Only at Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever.
Our prices will floor you.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Oh my gosh! In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units.
So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
And And welcome back, my friends. Happy Friday. The weekend's around the corner. Okay, we had a couple of inches of snow in the morning. Some of it did melt away quickly as it did transition to a freezing rain mix and then some wintry mix at the end. Some places did get several inches of snowfall. Our roads, though, thank God for that. They are clear right now. They're not snow covered. They're not ice covered. That is the best type of news we need right now for our commute. The news we don't want to hear is more snow, and a lot more of it will be rolling on in. This year so far, 98.1 inches of snowfall. That does include that snow we had yesterday into today morning. We're just an inch, 1.8 inches away from number 4. And with this storm coming in tonight into tomorrow morning, it really looks promising for us to easily hit the top 3 snowiest winters. And we're not even over. We still have at least a couple more weeks left as April is around the corner. But take a look at this. Lots of heavy rain down south. Adams County, severe thunderstorm warning. Just up north, though, snow warnings. Yes, winter storm warning. So it's insane how it goes from a summer severe thunderstorm warning just north to a wintry winter storm warning. But lots of moisture is associated with this storm. Lots of Gulf moisture was tapped in and moved up north. And look at all this heavy snow into South Dakota, North Dakota. All of this will continue to move east. And tonight is the night where you do not want to be traveling. Snow will be heavy at times and very heavy at that. 1 to even 3 inch per hour snowfall rates. The rain at the moment is starting to move on in. Right now it is closer to Mosinee area. Stevens Point has visibilities close to 4-5 miles. All of this is continuing to move up north. So as it does, temperatures are going to cool down and we're going to start to hit into those evening hours very shortly. So as the visibilities go down, we might get a little bit of a rain into a rain and snow mix, quickly transitioning into all snow overnight tonight. But take a look at all these heavy bands of snow right around 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. Heavy snow will be in the area. This will be very heavy, wet snow, then transitioning to more of a lighter and fluffier snow. The winds will continue to be howling throughout the day tomorrow, even after the snow moves on out of the area. Then once again, Sunday, we're going to get a little bit more snow in the area, but this will not be as big of a system as the one we will have tonight into tomorrow morning. But look what happens Tuesday, Wednesday, another massive low pressure system will be in the area. This time around, though, it does seem like it will have a lot more warmer air, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that one. But with this storm, tonight into tomorrow morning, this path right about here of 9 to 15 plus inches of snow. There will be some spots with around 16, 17, 18, maybe even close to 20 inches of snowfall, especially it's a little pocket closer to Iron Mountain. This line of snow will be the trend overnight as that rain, those thunderstorms transition into all snow overnight. And the winds will continue to pick up. Right now, not too bad, 13 miles an hour, and pretty much the trend is down the road into Mosinee and into Marshfield as well. But the winds will really start to ramp up tonight into tomorrow morning. We will see some wind gusts close to 50 miles per hour. Then by tomorrow night, things start to die down. And once again, the winds start to ramp back up by Sunday. We will get a little bit more ice as well, some freezing rain before the transition into all snow. We're looking at maybe 0.10 of an inch to come. All right, April Fool's storm tonight into Saturday, mixed precipitation into all snow, heavy snow at that. Temperatures, though, 60s earlier today in Chicago, and now the cold front is moving on past. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show a very active weather pattern into next week. Temperatures still below average in the 30s and 40s. Dan and Jessica?
Well, snowstorms like the one that's coming are a double whammy for emergency responders. There will likely be more emergencies, and it'll be slower to respond.
That's why it's best to stay inside if you can. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdulkawi is live in Rhinelander with some tips on how to stay safe tonight. Mohammed?
Well, Dan and Jessica, it's not too much to be worried about right now, but in a few hours, this will all change. Emergency responders are urging people to stay inside and stay off the roads. The Oneida County Sheriff's Office will be busy enough tonight, making sure people are safe. Road conditions will start to worsen once the snow starts falling around 10 p.m. Deputy Andrew Burke says it's important to be ready for anything.
Prepare for it, stock up on food, have other options for heating available. Don't go outside unless you absolutely have to. Make sure that you stay inside. Avoid back roads especially. They already are in poor condition and they're only going to get worse with the severe weather.
Some good emergency supplies to have can include water, food, and a first aid kit. Berg also says it's important to be in touch with your neighbors as well.
Obviously have your neighbors, contact information just in case they need your help or if you need theirs. If you can avoid going out during the storm, definitely do so. Don't go outside, but calling to check in on your neighbors to make sure they're okay during or after, it's what we would appreciate, and I know your neighbors would too.
It's expected to stop snowing around tomorrow at 9 a.m. For up-to-date road conditions, visit the Wisconsin Department of Transportation's website, which is 511wi.gov. With all the snow happening tonight, I think it's about time for me to wrap it up and call it a night. Reporting live in Rhinelander, Mohammed Abdulkawi, Newswatch 12.
Great tips. Thank you, Mohammed. The winter weather makes it harder to play high school sports outside.
Coming up after the break, we'll see how the Hodag Dome is giving students a chance to practice multiple sports at once.
Dan Kelly and his friends are lying about Judge Janet Protasiewicz.
He wants to scare you because he can't talk about his own record.
Dan Kelly has never sentenced a single criminal to prison.
Not one. That's a fact.
And as a private attorney, Kelly got rich defending sex predators who posed as youth ministers to sexually assault young girls.
That's the truth.
The bottom line is that Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe.
He's an extremist
who doesn't care about us.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Good news. This just in. Your Ford dealers have fresh shipments of their award-winning SUV lineup in stock and ready for you to drive home today. Get your hands on a new Ford, the #1 brand in SUV owner loyalty, including Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And now, here's more good news. Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Teenager with the mental capacity of a 6-year-old, tricked by a predator on Facebook using a fake name, who then sexually assaulted her. It was pure evil. If Judge Janet Protasiewicz was to ever take a stand for a victim, this was the time, and this was the victim. But she failed, again, placing the man on probation with a measly 60 days in the local jail. Tell Janet Protasiewicz, stop letting predators off easy.
Hi, Bob Pucci for the Take Kid Hunting Foundation. We're having the Yanago Gun Show this weekend at the fairgrounds on Highway 45. Admission is $7, 14 and under are free. Show hours are Friday from 3 to 8, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 3.
With all the winter weather we've been getting, it limits the ability to stay active. Thankfully for the Rhinelander Hodag Dome, those activities can still continue. It's springtime, but Wisconsin is a little late on the memo. The Hodag Dome has everything at your fingertips for the sports activities in the Northwoods and for the community. The multi-purpose dome eliminates the "it's too cold outside to work out" excuse, because everything you need is accessible. I spoke with Janet Jamison to talk about the many advantages to having the Hodag Dome.
One of the great things about the dome is that it offers such a large space that we can fit multiple sports in practicing at a time. So golf can be in here using the simulators after school at the same time that baseball or softball is on the turf, and then we can invite our community back in later in the evening.
The sports teams aren't the only ones using the facilities. The community gets many uses out of it too.
Community members are welcome to come and use the dome. So every day between 6 a.m. and noon, and then again from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. during the week, the dome is open to the community. So they can come in and use that for walking, just to get some exercise, or jogging.
Stay tuned for the 10 p.m. newscast for more information on the multi-purpose Hodak Dome. The Milwaukee Bucks have been dominant all season long, but if one team has been their kryptonite, it's the Boston Celtics, and that was proven last night. The Celtics mopped the floor with the Bucks last night, winning by 41 points. Boston has beat Milwaukee in 4 out of the last 5 matchups, and the Bucks' only win in that stretch, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown both didn't play. After last night's shell-lacking, Giannis did not mince words.
If you're not locked in, if you don't play hard, and if you don't go out there to make it tough for them, they're going to kick out. Simple as that.
With the loss to the Celtics, the Bucks hold on to the top seed is in jeopardy. Milwaukee has 2 wins over the Celtics with 5 games to play. If the teams end up with the same record, the Celtics have the tiebreaker. Last year in the playoffs, the Celtics eliminated the Bucks in the second round. Not a great day for Milwaukee teams yesterday. Not only did the Bucks lose big, but the Brewers didn't score a single run. While they lost 4-0 to the Cubs, there's still silver lining. Meet the newest baby Brewer. Starting pitcher Freddie Peralta and his wife Maritza had their second child. Freddie Jr. was born last night at 9 pounds, 9 ounces. Hopefully he will bring some luck to the Brewers as they take on the Cubs on Saturday and Sunday. Then Peralta Sr. is set to pitch for the Crew on Monday against the Mets for Milwaukee's home opener. We'll be right back with one final check at the forecast, but first, there's this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
All right, I got a question for y'all. Out of all the days in the week, which day do fish enjoy the least? Well, obviously it's Friday. Well, at any rate, we'll get on with this week's Big Old Fish, and we start off with Tracy Marquardt, who caught this stout 31-inch walleye on her lucky pink tip-up. Well, 31 inches, walleye. Yeah, that's a big old fish, Tracy. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Okay, next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Denise Van Stradom. Now, I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, Denise caught this healthy 28.5-inch walleye and went on to release it so it could fight again another day. Now, how cool is that? A big old fish, and it gets released? Way to go, Denise. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Nia Schwarm. Now, she caught this 26-inch walleye while fishing with her dad. Yep, that's definitely a big old fish, Nia. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish meal is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
I'm going for Judge Janet
You don't need to know how to say Protasewicz to know that Judge Janet believes in fairness, freedom, and public safety.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free overdraft protection transfers. So when you get invited to your 3rd destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
A person is known by the company they keep. Who are Judge Janet Protasewicz's friends? Predatory abortion profiteers. The type of savages that support late-term abortions that cause excruciating pain and stop a beating heart. And they want you, the taxpayer, to foot the bill. Janet Protasewicz and her bloodthirsty comrades don't care about Wisconsin's values. They care about making money, killing babies. Vote Dan Kelly on April 4th.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you. For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in a Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common sense judge. She believes in protecting our freedoms, fairness for all, and public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. Rhinelander, Minocqua, Eagle River, Phillips, and the greater Northwoods area. Treating patients of all ages.
So I just took a step outside, and it's changed even in the past 30 minutes. It was really calm at the start of the show, but now, like, the trees are really shaking really hard out there.
Well, it's spring. April Fool's, just kidding.
April 1st tomorrow.
70s, 80s? No,
Yeah,
not here, Jessica,
wish.
not here. But southern Wisconsin, they're getting a taste of spring. Temperatures in the 50s. They had some rain, some severe thunderstorms in Adams County. There is even a tornado on the ground about to cross the border into Wisconsin. Unbelievable stuff. And then here in northern Wisconsin, we are going to get a lot of snow. We do have winter storm warnings that are in effect right now. Blizzard warnings just to the west. But take a look down south by Madison. There are some severe thunderstorm watches out right now. So, yes, we're talking about severe weather in southern Wisconsin and a blizzard in northern Wisconsin. 9 to 15 inches plus in some spots, mostly here in the Northwoods. And we're looking at closer to Iron Mountain, maybe close to 1.5 feet. So a lot of snow is on the way. This is not an April Fool's joke, as April does start tomorrow, but temperatures will be warming up Sunday into Monday, back into the 40s.
We might be getting the most snowiest winter, right, on record?
It might be.
Wow.
Might be.
See you back at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Rhinelander Cafe and Pub.
Every week, we seem to get more cooking questions from viewers, and we love it. So keep them coming. And here to bring us today's question is Lexi, our online editor. Welcome, Lex.
Today's question comes from Anna Campbell.